Hey, good morning. Good morning. This is Charlotte, part of the Baker team. On my way to work, start our day. It's very early in the morning, about 6:30, and I just wanted to get on quickly just to encourage anyone that hears this. And in the wake of so many things that have been happening in our nation, in our world, there's so many things. People, leaving this earth, and viruses in other parts of the world, and all different types of things. But the main point I want to bring out is that's why it is important to know who you are and to live on purpose. We were all created. We've said this many times, and I wrote it in a book. I wrote a book a while ago called Destiny Takes Time. And that book was all about discovery period for me. And I really want to really focus on that on my way in. I don't have the phone in my hand. I'm doing what I need to do. But I really wanted to encourage anyone that hears this. Focus on, if I can encourage you, face-to-face, group-to-group, focus on living a life on purpose. Know that you were birthed into the earth. You may have heard, but I'm telling you again, birthed into the earth for a purpose. So it's important to discover what that is as soon as possible. And even if you didn't discover in your younger days, if you're in a different age bracket, you still need to pursue it. Discover and pursue. Discover and pursue. Because all the days, as they used to tell us when I was growing up, yesterday is in the tomb, tomorrow is in the womb, which is an expression meaning that what happened yesterday is gone. The good, the bad, the ugly. But we must pursue the life that God has given us. Just like breathing. Because we don't want to walk around just existing, just doing the norm. Let's not do the norm. Let's do more. Let's be extraordinary individuals. Let's be extraordinary people. Let's do extraordinary things. Because life, that's what life is really about. It's not just about, a lot of people get into the humdrum of life. You go to school, you find a job, you get a house with a white picket fence. I'm being funny. You may have a couple of kids. Those things are wonderful. I don't diminish that at all. But that's not the totality of our lives. We should have the mindset. I have the mindset, but I encourage you to have the mindset that you want someone to know you are here. Meaning that, no, everyone won't necessarily be in the history books, but someone should know that you were here. And when I mean here, I mean in the earth. Not just your family, but someone should know, meaning you've impacted a person, a community, a group of people. Time is of the essence. Every day truly is a special gift. Every day is a time to be grateful. So even for me and my family, we are grateful every day. We pray in the mornings before we start our day, usually very early, because we wake up very, very early. And we're not talking about 2 and 3 hour prayers. If you do that, that's awesome. But praying together, covering each other, and again, thinking about what are we going to do today that can impact someone else? What are we going to do today that can make a difference? And what are we going to do in the next 2, 3, 5, 10 years that can impact somebody else? So I just wanted to encourage you this morning, whoever sees this, that your life has a purpose. And it's not good enough just knowing it has a purpose. You must discover it. You may have a multiplicity of things, but you have a main destiny. You must discover what that is and pursue it, do it, execute it, and make sure that you are living every moment, every second of the day thinking about, okay, Not being anxious, but knowing that I know, okay, I've discovered. Say you discovered who you are. So for me, I use an example. I know I'm a writer. So I really make sure I channel my writing, whether I journal. I've written a couple of books. Whatever it is, I'm giving you an example. That I have to do those things because it's a part of me. I can't negate it. I can't ignore it. I can't pretend like that's not part of who I am, because it is. So who are you? What are you supposed to do that will bring? Because again, I believe with all my being, when you are walking in your destiny, when you are doing what you're supposed to, you will have such a great fulfillment for life, for living, because you are doing what God created you to do. When you don't do what he created you to do, that's a lot of times where your frustration comes. When you're forced to be in quote unquote jobs. We think, goodness for jobs, but when you're doing things that you weren't really created to do, it can bring discontentment. So, my challenge again to you, whoever sees it, don't waste the precious time that you have here on earth. Make sure you are living on purpose every second, every moment. And don't waste time even with connecting with the negativity in people or circumstances. Really pursue to make good choices and to do things that will keep you on the path of purpose, to keep you on the path towards your destiny, keep you on your path of impacting and interacting, yes, with others. It's important. It's imperative. Somebody, think about it this way. Somebody may be waiting on you. Somebody may be waiting on you to do something, whether it's to invent. I'm an inventor, or in the beginning stages, I have many ideas. Maybe you're supposed to invent something to help somebody. Maybe you're supposed to write something, like I said, that will impact somebody. Maybe you're supposed to create something. Maybe you're supposed to start a business, an idea, something that will help many people. But if it stays, even if you get to the point, okay, you discover who you are, and then you say, okay, I think I'm supposed to do that. But if you never execute it, you still are not moving in purpose. You have to discover, pursue, execute, even if that means sometimes it seems like you fail. I can tell you a little bit about that. But I kept going. Even the times when I felt like I couldn't go any further, I kept going because it was this drive. I have to do it. Time is of the essence. Knowing that I appreciate every moment that I have. And so I want to do what I was created to do. I even had that in my earlier days. I had that discovery question with the Lord. I said, why am I here? Because I was going through the mundane parts of life, dealing with some difficulties. And I just knew on the inside of me that I was created for greater, for bigger, for important things, to impact not just me, because really destiny is all about helping other people. It's not just about us. It's not about being selfish. Selfish has nothing to do with it. It's not about false humility. It's not about pride. Really, when we're pouring out what we have been created to do, it is not even about us. In the sense of, yes, our experiences we pour out. But what I'm saying is, when we get to that point where we are fulfilled, I believe, based on examples I've seen, people who have been successful, it shouldn't really be about just them. If they really have a heart to impact a city, a state, a nation, or even the world, depending on what you were created to do. So, again, I think I've said it pretty good. It was on my heart early this morning. Living life on purpose. Don't just get stuck. Even in Christians, sometimes we as believers can just get stuck in the mode of just doing things. What has God created you to do? Right? Some things are not all in one place. You have to expand your ideas, expand your imagination, tap into the God created imagination. He's the God of great imagination, creativity. My God, He created this whole world. He created us, so He's created, right? He created us. So we have to expand our minds and tap into that creative part of God that's within you. Allow your imagination to flow and create. We're ending almost the first month of the 2020 year, this new decade. What have you, I'll say, have you written down, charted out, drawn, seen, and then drawn some things that maybe you've never seen before? I am admonishing you, do it if you have not. Pursue if you have discovered. Pursue. If you haven't discovered, get to discovering. Take some time. We talked about this in December, the Mr. and I, wanting to encourage others. And that's really one of our passions, to really encourage whoever it may be. Find out who you are. No matter how horrific your past was, your past is your past. And I'm not minimizing anything. Some people have had horrific past experiences. All of us have our share. And it's all relative, you know. What some people experience may be considered worse than others. But my point is, are you going to be able to take what happened to your past to catapult you into your future? Because that's really all it's about. If God created you to do great things, your past situations should not change that. Meaning, no matter what happens to us, we got to take those, if they were negative, quote unquote, negative things, to fuel us to do what we need to do. Get healed, get free, forgive people. Let's not go into this year and this next unforgiveness. Oh my goodness. Let's not go in with envy and jealousy, and we fighting over seats, in particular, talking about in Christendom. We fighting over this, and I want to be in this, but that has nothing to do with your destiny. Let's stay away from low-level thinking. Let's elevate our minds, especially in Christendom. Let's elevate our minds. Let's be better. It's not just going to happen. It is a choice. Every day is a choice. You get up, it's a choice. You get up to do what you have to do, to love people that may seem unlovable. It's a choice. Everything that we pretty much do is a choice. You got to choose to do this. You got to choose to do that. So let's agree to make a pact with me to make better choices, to be better people, especially in Christendom. Let's be better examples of the kingdom of our Father. Let's be better representation to those that don't know Him. Let's guard our mouths. Let's not be spewing out vicious words and gossip or whatever it may be. Let's be better examples, so that when people, especially in Christendom, if there's someone not in Christendom, when they see you, they should be able to read you. You may be the only Bible they see. You may be the only representation of God they see. So let's agree. So on the Christian side, but whether if you're not in the faith, we're praying that you will. But remember, my whole point of this talk was living on purpose. All right. I hope that is encouraging somebody as I drive to work. Like I said, I don't have my phone because I'm very aware of what I'm doing, if anybody was concerned. But I just wanted to get on and just say that, because I think it was just pressing me. And that's, again, talking about even things like that. If you feel you need to say things to people, you want to encourage people, do that. Maybe you're an encourager. That could be a part of your purpose. Listen in the mornings. Listen for what the Lord is saying, and obey, and do it. And focus. Let's not waste. Oh my gosh, it's on me. Don't waste any more time fighting with people, mad at people. I'm saying that again because I really feel that. Upset with people, holding offense against people. People don't even know that you have an offense with them. They're clueless, but you have an offense. Maybe they stepped on your toe and didn't. I mean, just elementary stuff. Let's mature this year. Let's mature in this decade. Right? Let's grow up. Let's not be petty. I could go on and on and on and on. And the things I'm saying not just to whoever hears this. I'm talking to me too. Whatever, wherever, if the shoe fits, as they used to say, wear it. Right? But let's be better people. Let's be better men, better wives, better women. Married or not, let's be better people. So I hope that encouraged you. I just had to get that out. And I know the Mr. is in agreement, because we've talked about this. we talk about it many times, but we specifically talked about it this morning before we prayed. So just have a wonderful day. Also want to remind you, of course, we're pursuing purpose and our goal to help those who are married or even those engaged, but in particular in helping married couples to enrich their marriage, because we believe and we know without a shadow of a doubt that's one of our purposes in the earth. We know that. So that's why we're pursuing that. That's why I'm plugging it, not just for you to go and buy our books, which is great, but because we know that's what we're called to do, to help couples enrich their marriage if they had hiccups. I'm using it as an example. That's what we're called to do. We discovered that, and now we're executing. So check out our website, enrichmymarriage.com, to see what's going on. You can check out our books also on our website, or at Amazon. Our book we released, Marriage Takes 3, Destiny Takes Time, which is a book I wrote a while ago about purpose. That's on Amazon. We have a couple other things out there. We have my book, Victory in Prayer. All these tools that God gave me to write, I pray will help someone move and fuel them towards their purpose. Also, I'm going to be releasing, I'm finishing it up now. I talked about it last year, my first children's book, because I know that's part of my purpose. So I'm saying this to hopefully encourage you. It's coming out. It's been copyrighted for a while, but I finished up all the artistry work on it. So I'm really excited about it because, again, it's one of my babies. It's one of the things God gave me to write. And so because I know I'm a writer, that's one of the things that God gifted me. I'm just excited that I'm moving in that. So I encourage you as writers, whatever you're going to do, just do it. All right. So that's my my talk for this early Tuesday morning. Some of you are probably still in bed. Now, some of you may be actually up. But for me in my house, we have to be in the place by 6:45 a.m. So we're like that commercial said, we've done more before 9 a.m. than most. I can attest to that because, like I said, we have to be in there at 6:45. But anyway, I pray you have, whoever's listening, or when you see this, I pray you have a great day. I pray you're, moving forward. You're thinking about it, and you're no longer going to be stagnant. I'm going to speak that. No more stagnancy. No more just waiting. No more just the normal. So I encourage you to get out there, to do what you were born to do. I don't care how old you are. Do it. And I just know without a shadow of a doubt that your life will be blessed. You will be fulfilled. All right? I will talk to you soon. We will talk to you soon. We're going to be posting this week. So we look forward to it. I've stopped at a light. That's why I picked it up. And I will talk to you soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right? Bye-bye.